Hello and welcome, beautiful people. My name's Campbell. This is Spiral Up, and today we have something different, a new segment that we're going to start. We have Jo Gifford with us, and Jo's been on before, but Jo also reads tarot. So we're going to do a weekly tarot reading every Monday. And so make sure you put it in your diaries. And we're basically, Jo's just going to give us a reading of what's happening, energetically in the bigger picture and what we can do to get through this transition with a bit more ease. So welcome, Jo.
Thank you, Campbell. It's really just thrilling, wonderful to be here. Thank you for asking me. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So how we're going to work this is whoever tunes in to this particular recording is meant to be here. And the way consciousness works, and I have seen this over and over, that who is meant to hear this will hear it. And it will be very, very applicable to them. If someone is not drawn to reading this or listening to this, then it isn't for them. But even if later down the road you happen to be looking through Spiral Up and you go, oh, what's this? And you click on it, it is applicable to you in that moment too. Because where I'm going to be focusing on is our own spiritual development. I'm going to be talking about how to view yourself and your life and to make positive changes and powerful changes within your own being, within your own consciousness. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards. Now, I've been doing card reading for many years, and they are old friends to me. They are just a tool. They're just a tool to focus your perception and your awareness, and they are a reflection of a deeper aspect of me. And I always make an intent before I ever do a reading to bring through the most powerful, perfect words and messages, and to get my ego out of the way as much as possible and speak from that deeper place within me. Okie dokie. So let's lay some of the cards out. Now, I'm also a tarot card reader, and a light language channel, and that is, the light language is coming up now. Welcome. Estushenda boyanda kukitsina moyatishtumbena. Ide kokaya chesta kukombochezi ata. Ezotoyo shoshombokikeka. Ezotoyo shoshiena makike. Ezalalio tesha. Ide suyenda bokika. Ezotoyo shoshiona eka. Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, so anybody that watched Kelly and Campbell and I chat the other day on Autodidactic, I did a card reading then. And interestingly enough, 2 of those cards have come up in this little reading. And it doesn't surprise me, because what I asked when I shuffled those cards is, what do people most need to know to navigate the upcoming week? What is it that should be, we should contemplate from time to time? So the past card, what has brought us to this moment right now? So what thoughts and concepts and energies? And that is the Emperor, which was in exactly the same place for the other reading. So in our past, what has brought us to here? We are attempting to find our own sovereignty. We are attempting to find stability and security grounded within our own being. We are attempting to find, what is it to be sovereign? To be sovereign is to not need anybody's recognition of us to feel okay, to know our own value, no matter what anybody thinks or doesn't think about us. So what we understand is the world has been manipulated to see things in a certain way for a long, long time, and to view ourselves in a certain way. But we are really, as I've said many times, we are fractals of God. We are an aspect of God on a journey of exploration. So for us to keep evolving and to grow and expand, we have to know who we are. We have to understand our own divinity, and we have to understand our own value and worth, and our own sovereignty. So this really isn't just what we've been working on the last year and a half. This is something that we've been working on possibly for all of our lives, to know who we are without needing anybody else to prop us up or define us, to know our own importance and value. So this card also came up in the other reading. And this is, in the other reading, it was, how do people see us? Because we were doing the reading on Australia. So this applies to anybody. We, in fact, are all working on ourselves. We are all getting to know ourselves. We are all exploring the depth of who we are, not just who we've been told we are. So this is self-exploration. This is understanding why my life is the way that it is. Can I alter perceptions? Can I be somebody different? And that is a sort of you could define it like a job, but it has as much importance in our lives as a job, as looking after the children or earning money. That understanding and going on that inner journey is as important. So the next card in this reading is the next sort of step, I suppose. So in addition to working on ourselves and inquiring, know thyself, this is very simply, you now have the world in your hand. What is the world you want to step into from now on? This is somebody that's contemplating their journey. They're contemplating their place in the world. They're contemplating their path. Who are they? They're getting ready for the next phase. And in fact, the Three of Wands is the guy that's ready. He's got the backpack on, he's got his supplies, his compass, his walking shoes, his water, and he's ready to step out. And he's just deciding the direction that he wants to go. So this is the step before that. You are looking at the world. Who am I in this world? What role do I want to play in my world? Am I insignificant in my world? These are the questions that we are being asked. What's the world I want to step into? How do I want to take part in it? So it's another line of inquiry. What is important to me? Everybody's idea will be different, and everybody's idea will be as valuable as the other. As I said before, some people want to get out and protest. Some people want to stand up. Other people are just about looking after the kids and loving them or supporting their community in their own way. If you're following your heart in that and being honest and looking within, then you are absolutely on the right path. But what we're being asked to do now is look at the world we want to step into. Can we imagine it? Can we smell it? Can we see it? Can we taste it? Can we touch it? What do we want it to look like? So the next card in this reading is the Page of Cups. Estu stem biketsa, adie tu shena, atish destuste goyena mokukatsayataka, edutuste ombakikeka atsia. So for me, the Page of Cups represents experiencing love in a new way for the first time in your life. So what has made us feel that we are lovable, valuable, and worthwhile up until this point? Often it's how successful you are, how much money you earn, how much you help other people. And often those things that make us feel lovable, valuable, and worthwhile are based upon the concepts we got from wounded parents. So I really look at inner child wounds and how influential they are. And how we learn about love is from our parents. How we learn about love and marriage and commitment is watching whoever was close to us when we were little. So we also learned whether we were lovable and valuable and worthwhile because we did something or because we just exist and because we breathe. So that is really this next phase. It is to love who we are just as we are, to value ourselves just as we are, and to love ourselves through any change we are going to choose to make or any course correction we might decide to make. So to love ourselves through that and not beat ourselves through it because that's what we think we have to do to get love. So for many people and for anybody watching this, I would look at, why do you think you're lovable? Why do you think you're valuable? And to assess, is that real? Is that something valid you should live and breathe and potentially die by? So we are going to redefine in these next weeks and months what makes you valuable. Is it to be a good citizen? Is it to be a rebel? And both sides of this coin, often we've chosen because of how we've been raised as a kid and told this is the way to be. And that's what we have to look at. We have to assess that. Now, you may keep going on the way that you are, and that is totally fine. But it's important to at least stop and look, okay, what is love? Why am I valuable, etc. So we are all going to look at that. Because as I have said before, it's often we are defined as sinners, that we are defined as faulty. And we are essentially, no matter how good or bad we are essentially souls on an experience of exploration, a journey of exploration. And so the more we can come into the center and not judge ourselves when we're good or bad, that helps us find a new level of love. So I have drawn another card, which is the underlying message of the reading, and it is the simplicity card. And what this is, it's asking us in this coming week to look at the simple things in life, the simple joys, the simple, like, playing with your dog, running in through the park, playing with your kids, cooking a good meal for your family, if that's what you wish. Come back to the really simple things in your day-to-day life and let go of all of the complication, all of how is this going to work out? What have we got to do? How far have we got to go before we're free? How much does have to unravel? Let go of all of those big, huge questions this week and just come back to the simple things that warm your heart. Estukumoki kamaki ke, ejute o shushumboki kama, ezutuyo shashiata kamaki ke, ezutuya. And there we go.
Nice. Thank you, Jo. So there we go for the week ahead. Yeah, a bit of internal work. Look at reality and maybe try and shift it a bit. Is it working for you? Are you running the program? Are you doing things that you maybe think are out of love that are really just a taught program that may be having a different effect to what you think? So yeah, a week of rediscovery and being quiet and enjoying the simple things and nature and raising the vibration. So very nice.
Yeah.
And Jo has her channel as well. I'll leave a link below. She's going to be doing a weekend reading every week. So go over to Jo's channel. It'll be up on Friday. And there's also a link below if you want to contact Jo and have a private tarot reading. We'll leave the link for that below as well. So have an amazing week, and we'll both be back next Monday for another weekly tarot reading. Thank you, Jo.
Thanks. Bye.